Well, here's another junkyard find. It's an 85 Plymouth Voyager. And it's not just any old regular Voyager. It's a stick shift. Was a stick shift. I pulled everything out that I needed. I pulled out the bracket, I pulled out the shifter, I haven't pulled out the clutch pedals yet. But that's going to be next. It's kind of like a shitty base model, but not a base model. It's an SE, but it has the higher end seats, has the higher end doors with the fabric on it. Usually the base models just has the plastic all around. It has no lock. My 86 had the lock on it. And only difference between the 84, 85, and the 84 and 85 and 86. 84 and 85 had 4 lug nuts. Then 86 had 5. I don't understand why the guy junked it. Probably had a blown head gasket or something. Just like easy to fix. And show you the hood. It looked like such a good van. I don't understand why he junked it. Kind of pissed me off, but parts. And it's like 40% off today because it's Good Friday. Okay, 2.2 carbureted. I took the clutch cable bracket because I did a hillbilly modification on mine. I took the clutch cable, of course, and there's a lever for the clutch. I took the piece out that's supposed to hold the clutch cable. Well, I never really seen how many miles it had. I pulled the dash out too. Either has 125 or 225,000, 122 miles. Has the higher end steering wheel too. It's such a waste, and even underneath is not that bad. Like you have some rottage right there, but I need to grab those clutch cables right there. But yeah, dude, it kind of pissed me off. You don't see too many of these anymore. I got all the parts I need, and this is pretty much a donor van for my van because I did the manual swap of mine. I wish I would have chased this guy down and tried to buy this off of him. Would have made it last for a few years, or I probably would have fixed the rust up. I mean, compared to all the cars here in Illinois, in the Midwest, like, this ain't shit. This ain't shit at all. They don't have the crank windows like what mine had. Just your basic van. It's kind of nastified, but well, all I gotta say is goodbye. So, it's a little update on the van, on the stick shift one at least. So, I went to the yard, and well, I mean, you obviously saw that I went. There's these goodies I picked up right here. Another spare shifter bezel, and then the shifter mechanism. It's only for 84 to 89. The only difference with this one and this one, like I'll use this for an example, but mine in my van, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse is over here. But for 84 to 89, you have to lift this up, and it's like all the way to almost where first is at. So, kind of like that. And then, obviously, yeah. So, I got an extra clutch cable. Extra bezel. This is the point of entry for the shifter cables to go in through the floor. I have an extra one of that. I still need to go to the back and go back there and get the clutch pedals and whatnot. And then this, I actually got this from my buddy, a fuel pacer. It's only for the stick shift fans, and then he also wanted me to get the radio that was out of it. It's a rare radio. You don't see a lot of these. Let me focus this video. There we go. And then the other thing I put in, so now my hillbilly modification is gone. Let me get these out and I'll show you. So I went and got this. It was a little rusty, so I painted it. So that's my clutch cable bracket. Then notice it doesn't have zip ties down in the clutch lever. And this was my hillbilly modification at the time, and before this happened. And that was pretty accurate on the shape. Man, I'm good. And I noticed, I went inside and I was pushing on the clutch pedal. It feels so much better. Yeah, much better. Notice a big difference. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. This was a son of a bitch to get out. So, how I mounted this this shifter bracket in here, I used a kind of like it's like a metal spacer kind of. But you're actually, the vans that came in manuals, it's supposed to have a bracket like this welded onto the floor already. So I had to chisel this out, and it took me forever, and I got it. So I got to take this out, and I'm going to do it right and weld this onto the floor. And it's kind of a little wobbly right here, but I'm going to do it right. It took me a while to find a van with a manual. So I'm really psyched about it. And you can see I've been using it as a pick-em-up truck today because the big red Ford over there, I don't know if you could see, the alternator gave out on me. So let's go for a drive and see how it feels like. Stupid belt! I gotta change the belt on this thing. Come on, go away. There we go. Oh, yeah, that clutch feels so much better. So much better. Holy shit, you have no idea. Yeah, this feels hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yep. 91 Dodge Caravan, or Plymouth Voyager, whatever you want to call it. Has that stupid muffler leak on the donut. Damn it, my brake lights are stuck on. It's that stupid brake switch. I gotta adjust it. Whatever. There we go. Now it's off. I had that problem on my other van I had. Let's see. Oh, muffler. Come on. I just noticed I still got the spare tire, son of a bitch. Shows how much I pay attention.
That's my van.